Hi and welcome to the 10 Square Metre Workshop. I'm Mike. Today is the first of my construction videos. Coming up after this. Have you seen those roller guides for router tables? Beautifully made, but around £90 a bit rich for me as a hobbyist. Question is, could I make them? This video shows my version. To be fair, they're not quite as functional. It does not have the anti-kickback feature of the original. Other than that, they work fine.
The parts needed to build the jigs are shown here. A 150 by 75 3mm aluminium plate makes the frame. The wheels that I'm using are from a CNC machine, giving twin ball-raced wheels. These are available from that excellent British company Ooznest for around £5.50 a wheel. Other arrangements would work, depending on what you have in your spares box. 2 ball races and a shim push into the wheel. One big advantage of making your own is that you can make them an exact fit to your fence. Put the plate in place and mark out. Here I'm cutting the frames out on a metal bandsaw, but a hacksaw will do. With a compass, mark out the arc that will be needed to adjust the height. Center punch along the arc and then drill out with a 6mm drill. When you are finished, the plate should look like this. With a rat-tailed file, join the holes together. Then, with a small flat file, smooth first the inside of the arc and then the outside, until a 6mm bolt will fit. When both plates are made, put them together and file the edges, finishing off with draw filing and then emery paper. They are identical at this stage. The wheel mount plates are made from the material that was left. This is cut out in the following manner. The mounting plates need a recess to allow the clamping knob full movement. The wheel plate and main plate are drilled together to take their joining bolts. 2 4mm tapping holes are drilled through both. 3.3mm if you have it, 3.5 if you don't. A tip: use a spare drill to hold the first hole in place while you drill the second. Remember, the plates are now handed. One is the mirror image of the other. Don't get that wrong. Tap the 2 holes on the main plate 4mm. Take it slow and clear the swarf. Drill out the 2 holes on the wheel plate to a clearance 4 mm. Now bolt the wheel plates to the main plates with 4 mm cap bolts. The 5 mm hole for the wheel bolt can now be drilled. Note that I have packed up one side of the plate so that the hole will be at a slight angle. This is for the wheel toe-in. It is the opposite way for the other plate. The reverse is then countersunk for the bolting 9 mm like this. The plates should now look like this. I am turning the cant washers out of 1/2 inch brass rod. If you do not have access to a lathe, you can cut and file 1/2 inch diameter washers out of 3 mm aluminium. The rear has to have around a 5-degree slope. That is about 1 mm difference in thickness between one side and the other. I am hacksawing the rod and the lathe at an angle, but it could be filed if aluminium washers are being made. The angle is not critical, but it is this that pushes the stock into the fence. This is what the washers look like when finished. The frames can now be assembled using a 5 mm bolt and a nylock bolt or lock nut. Note that, in this picture, both wheels cant to the left. For mounting, 4 star wheel 6 mm bolts like this are needed, widely available on Amazon or eBay. Cut the star bolts to length. Tip: leave a nut on the inside. You can use it to help clean the thread where you have cut. Here are the finished units mounted on my fence. To use the roller guides, place the stock under the first and press down the frame, putting pressure on the wheel while tightening the clamps. Move the stock along and repeat for the second wheel. So, let us try them out. Really smooth and easy to use, and needs little guidance. This is a vast improvement.
I'm very pleased with my roller guides. They're way better than fingerboards and much easier to adjust. I hope that this was interesting to you and inspires you to make accessories you may want but cannot justify buying. See you next time.